So today's practice is going to be a standing practice, a little bit of flow, and interwoven within it will be a prana energy flow, which will be a prana bath today, just to keep us connected to both our physical bodies and our prana breath bodies. So we're going to start in standing, so make your way to your mat, into your mountain. And feet hip-width apart or even a little bit wider. And let's spin the palms facing towards the front so that the thumbs are to the side walls, feet rooting down, crown reaching to the sky, wide across the collarbones. And just let's pause and take a couple of inward breaths just to feel where we are. Become aware of the inhale, where the breath goes, and become aware of the exhale, where the breath goes. We're going to wake up the feet a little bit, so let's take our hands and place on the front of the pelvis and start to move our weight backwards and forwards. So bringing the weight onto the forefoot and then the hind foot. You might lift the heels a little bit higher and start to waken up some proprioception, some balance mechanisms, wake up the response through the torso. And then start to take the weight from side to side. So into the left foot, into the right foot. And you're going to press down through that foot and feel the sensation on that side, and then move and shift the weight to the other side. Once you've felt each side of your body, mindfully feeling, start to circle around. We want to keep the insteps light, so we're not collapsing knees together, keeping them apart. Knees can be soft, and just moving 3 or 4 times in each direction. So change it up if you haven't. Do a couple more circles there. And then again, the pause. Pause before the pose, so palms spinning forwards, crown reaching up, heart open. In this prana bath I was talking about, we're going to soften the knees, we're going to bring the palms forward, you're going to, as if scooping life force, sweep up. Bring it up and over the head, palms still facing, but then pouring the energy down the back body. And then moving the shoulders and pressing the heel of the hand away. So 2 more, you can bend as deep or as soft as you like. And just think about this awakening of the back body and then pressing away. 1 more time, scoop it up and press away. Pause in the press. And then soften and bring it into the heart. Soften the shoulders a little bit, not pressing down, softening, reaching the top of the head to the sky. So come and we'll waken up our side body a little bit, so feet may be a little bit wider. We'll start with your left hand. So again, nice and strong, pressing the feet into the earth. Inhale, raise the left hand. Exhale, side flex over. Ride the breath, meaning inhale, bring it to center. Exhale, same side. And just play with that breath, inhale lifting, exhale side flexing. Let's do a couple more. You're going to press down through that left foot. And then we're going to bring the legs into it. So on the exhale, you're going to bring the arm down, sweep it down and around, inhale, rise. 4 circles in total. So trying to connect with the breath. Exhale, sinking, inhale, rising. Let's pause at the top and then the side bend. Your bottom hand can press down, you're rooting down through the left foot. Take the hand off the leg, and as if you're holding something between the hands, rise up, open, and maybe press the pelvis forward a little bit. Exhale, seal the palms together, bring the hands to the heart. Inhale, prana bath. And just press away. Gather to heart. And we take the flow to the other side. So the inhale will raise and the exhale will side bend. So again, inhale lifts, Exhale, side bends. And you're really pressing down through that right foot, lengthening through the side body. And at the fourth one, we start to bring in the legs, waking up the thighs, the calves, the hips, the glutes. We'll pause and then play within the side bend shape again, pressing down through left foot. You might look up into the crease of the elbow, you might press the fingertips down. Find the ease, you're not pressing hard, you're exploring and having an inquiry. Breath must be easy. And then that bottom hand will come off again as if we have something between the hands. Rise, open, gather by sealing the palms together, pulling to the heart, bend the knees, keep it going. Inhale, flow the prana down the back body, press away and gather to heart. And then take a pause. Feel the breath, feel the feet pressing down, reaching the top of the head to the sky. And then coming into a chair pose sequence. So continuing to wake up the spine a little bit, this time through flexion extension. Feet hip width apart, it's a well-modified chair. Sitting back as if we're on a chair, hands are going to be on the thighs. So we want to be able to have the weight through the back but stable. A little bit of cat-cow here, so on the inhale lift the heart, and on the exhale pull the belly button in. So follow that flow, inhale, and there's a little squeeze of the shoulder blades. Exhale, pulling. I'm going to power up a little bit, so on your next inhale, straighten the legs, fly the arms up, make some fists, and then on the exhale, squeeze with the fists, bring the energy down beside the hips. Might be a little bit of a forced exhale. Inhale, rise. Let's do one more. And then bring the hands together in prayer. So we're still in our chair, weight is back, grounding through the feet, and coming into a soft twist. Now I want the twist to come from the upper back mostly. So you're going to bring one elbow up, one elbow down. Let's twist to your left side. So we're bringing the heart around, and then when you're ready, the hand will come to the knee, so it'll be the right hand to the left knee, and the hand to the low back. Press the hand and the knee together, and then play with inhale, lengthening the crown away from the tailbone. Exhale, just very gently tucking those bottom ribs underneath. Couple more breaths there. Don't force, just find the ease within the shape. Then when you're ready, palms come together. Unwind, so feel the belly muscles work. Inhale, rise. Exhale, heart. And then take that movement to the other side. So sink into your chair again. Hands at heart. And take the twist to the other side. So we're going to twist to the right. So again, we want the upper body, bring the heart, the breastbone around, one elbow up, one elbow down. And your choice if you wanted to put the elbow and the knee together or the hand. The idea is to rotate and twist around the spine. So we're tucking those bottom ribs under, bringing the top ribs back. Weight is in the chair shape, so knees aren't driving forward. And again, play with the breath. So it's the inhale of reaching the crown away and the exhale of the soft, soft twist. Palms come together, unwind. Inhale, rise, open. Exhale, heart, prana bath. Inhale and exhale. And really bring the energy into the center, in front of your breastbone, in front of your heart, and pause. You might feel your heart rate up a little bit, you might feel a vibration, the prana. And just let that sort of settle for a couple of breaths. Making our way to a Warrior One series. So we're going to sort of a little bit of a flow. So come top of your mat, we want the belly button facing towards that short end of your mat. Root down through the right foot, lift the left heel, lift the left leg, and step it back. Doesn't have to be too wide. You're going to root down and press down through that back leg, bend the front knee so the knee is stacked over the ankle and maybe a little bit out towards the little toe. Try not to have it drop in. A little bit of engagement through the core, and inhale, rise up. Hands are active, star shape, nice and wide. Pausing there, soften the shoulders a little bit, not pressing down, just softening. And then come to Goddess. A little bit of a flow, inhale, reach the fingertips up. Exhale, thread the heart. 2 more. Just pause and play with the Goddess arm. So again, the intention is to open across collarbone, so a soft, soft squeeze of shoulder blades. And then interlace and bring the hands behind. You could have opposite elbows if that's easier within your body. So here we're going to go on the inhale, we're going to squeeze and lift the heart. Chin is tucked a little bit. And on the exhale, forward fold, straight forward fold, both feet pressing down into the earth. And you really want the top of the head reaching away from the tailbone. You could just rest the hands on the low back and squeeze the shoulder blades, or fly the hands. A couple more breaths here, so we're going to hold you a little bit. And then release those fingertips. Reach it out, middle fingers, thumbs to sky, rise. Inhale, Goddess, pause. Bring the hands behind. Inhale, lift again, same part of the flow, forward fold. Again, being very active, reaching the crown away from the tailbone. Release the hands, sweep them up. Goddess, heart. Lift that back heel, bring the back heel to the front. And take a couple of breaths there. Flowing to the other side, so stepping back with the other leg. So let's root down through the left leg, rise the right. So we've got a little bit of balance there. Step it back. So again, we don't want you to jam your hips coming around, widen the stance on your mat if you need, sideways, lengthwise, 45 degrees, front knee bent. And just a little bit of a pull in so we're not rising too much through the rib cage. Inhale, rise. Let's just pause there. You might just sort of feel both feet on the earth, press the front knee over the ankle, out towards the little toe, and then come into Goddess. So again, we don't want this lifting up here. There's a little bit of pulling of the navel towards the back. It's a little bit. Inhale, lift the fingertips up. Exhale. Let's do one more. And then it's the pause and the pose. So there's a little bit of play. Can I just gently squeeze a little bit more? Interlace behind. And this starts with the shoulder blades coming together, the lift of the breastbone, slight tuck of the chin. Exhale and take it forward. Press that right foot down so you're still really grounded through that back foot. Bend into the front leg and then decide, squeezing the shoulder blades, what you would like to do. 2 more breaths here. And when you're ready, release the fingertips. Reach out, so this is working the back body, rise. Goddess. Pause for a breath. Interlace. Squeeze and lift. Exhale, forward fold. Might be the same, might be deeper, might be less. Just as active. Really lengthening tailbone to the top of the head, reaching the top of the head away. Release, sweep the fingertips towards the earth, reach, thumbs to sky. Feel the rising, goddess, heart. Back heel lifts, back foot to front. Pranabhath, bend it down, pour it down the back body. Press away. Gather to the heart. And then just take a couple of breaths to let the movement absorb into the body. Hands can be at heart or spinning the palms forward, thumbs to side walls. And coming into a warrior two sequence. So we'll start on that right foot again. Lift the left heel, lift the left leg. I always like to sneak a bit of balance in there and step it back. This time the back foot is parallel to the back of the mat, probably a little bit wider stance. Bend the front knee, and the belly button this time is facing the long edge of your mat. So when we're nice and strong, front knee bent, torso upright, not leaning forward, back, nice and strong. Inhale, bring the hands out. This time we're going to sip the prana from the earth. So soften the shoulders down, reach out. And on an inhale, straighten that front leg and pull the energy from the earth up through the center to the heart. Exhale, send it out. Inhale, pull it up. Exhale. Inhale. And pause. Exalted warrior, back hand onto the back thigh. Spin the front palm. Inhale, raise up. And just pause there, feeling the reaching up, bend into the front knee. And then that possibility of coming into a little bit of a back bend, so you open those front ribs. Breathe in there. Warrior two arms. Extended side angle, so forearm onto the thigh, top arm reaching over. You want to have the heart facing forward as much as you can, so just see where you can be, still pressing the feet down. And if you want to make it a little bit more active, lift that forearm up off the thigh so you're not dumping into it. Warrior two. Exalted. See, does it feel any different this time? Second time into the shape. Warrior two, flowing, extended side angle. Warrior two. Gather the energy into the heart. Exhale, send it out. Gather into the heart. Pause and turn to face the long end of your mat. Toes turned out a little bit. Sinking down into your goddess. Rock a little bit from side to side. Doesn't have to be deep. Knees out towards the little toes. Pranabhath, inhale. Straighten the legs. Press away. One more time. Exhale, press away. And then soften the arms down, coming to our warrior two on the other side. So this time it's the left foot forward, right foot back, parallel with the mat, bending into that knee, rising the arms up. So again, sort of keep the shoulders soft before you lift. Reach it out. Drishti, the gaze is over the middle finger. And just soften and breathe. Maybe press that back foot down and out. Front knee over the ankle. Sip from the earth. So think of this as energy, pulling it up through our center energy systems. Exhale. Let's do 3 sips from Mother Earth. Exalted warrior, so back hand to the thigh. We want this rotation of the shoulder, so spin the palm, Lift it up and just make sure you're there so the shoulder joint has a chance. Then it becomes more ribs as you side bend back. Keep both feet rooting down, so really strong into the earth. Warrior two. Softening the shoulders, reaching out. Extended side angle, so that forearm onto the thigh. Reach up and over, and it's a long line from the outside edge of the foot to the fingertips. That option to lift that forearm up if you want. Warrior two. Same sequence, exalted. I always like to do it a couple of times so we can just feel the change in the body. Warrior two. Extended side angle. Moving through the ribs, the spine, the hips. Warrior two. Gather the energy to the heart as you straighten that left knee. Exhale, send it out. Send it out. Keep the knee bent, gather the hands at the heart. Turn, face that long end of your mat. Goddess pose, so the knees out. Little rock from side to side. Pranabhava, inhale. Pour and press. Inhale, flow and press. Gather the hands at the heart. Inhale, rise, five-pointed star. Exhale, heart. Eyes can be closed or a little bit down. Definitely inward within the shape. Again, just letting the body absorb. So it's the stillness, the pauses between the flow, the practice. That is the integration in the nervous system, the pranic body, the physical body. Heel toe a little bit together. And sun breath just to bring us back to center. Inhale. Hands fly. Exhale. Bit of balance here, so tree pose. So choose which leg you want to root down through. I'm going to choose my right, and if you're mirroring, it'll be your left. So pelvis straight ahead. I want you to open the hip. So if you're on your right leg, you're going to open through the left hip. And play with that hip joint. So the hip joint's deep to the crease in your leggings there. Then tuck it into kickstand. So still we've got our belly button ahead, hip open as much as we can. Pause. Feel where your torso is in space, and then inhale, rise the hands. Exhale, heart. Inhale, rise. Exhale, side bend to the knee side. Inhale, rise. Exhale, opposite side. Inhale, rise. Exhale, heart. And then lifting the leg up wherever your tree is. It might stay in kickstand. It might be the foot against the calf or a little bit higher. And we're working on balance, so if that's not accessible, even bringing your knee forward. It's not a true tree, but it's working the balance mechanisms. Root down, crown, and often a fire element is really nice. So thumbs up, fingertips into the palms. Heart soft, body strong. Couple more breaths there. And then when you're ready, hand to heart, foot to foot. Usually a little bit of a flick or a shaking out, just let it go. And then come back to center again. Particularly with balance, coming back to center before you take it to the other side. Get yourself in the middle, balanced. And then think about the other side. We don't want the hip out. You want to squeeze the glute a little bit, the buttock a little bit. Play with the hip joint so you're feeling it, knowing that your hip points, your pelvis points are pointing straight ahead. Tuck the heel. So this is kickstand. So I've still got some toe in contact with the earth. It's giving me a little bit of balance. Inhale. Exhale. And then the side bend, so as you inhale, rise. And I usually interlace with the fingertips, so the index fingers pointing up. Exhale to the knee. Inhale, center. Exhale to the other side. Inhale, center. Exhale. And then it's your choice on how your tree is going to look. So we had different options. You could stay in kickstand, you could be in the calf, you could be a little bit higher up on the inner thigh, knowing where your body is. Just listen to it. Know the intention is for balance. Pressing down, and then again you might choose to do your tree limbs in any shape. A little bit of wobble, a little bit of wind a little bit of breeze in the trees is okay. See if we can go for a couple more breaths. And then when you're ready, if you can, with some sense of grace, hands to heart, foot to foot, flow it out. So just flick some energy off those fingertips. And then a prana bath as you rise up, press away. Rise up, press away. Gather to the heart. And returning to our chair cat-cow, we're starting to wind down on this practice. So hands are on the thighs. And I want you just to return to breath, flowing the energy and the movement through the physical body and energy body. So soft through the legs, inhale, rise the heart. Exhale, pull the navel and look down towards the navel. So chin is tucked a little bit. Inhale, look up, careful on your neck. Exhale. And then one prana bath, inhale, rising up, exhale, press away. And to close the practice, bring the hands in front of the heart center, eyes can be closed, or just that little bit of looking down. So we still want that inward journey. It's not a shavasana, it's just a presence. Feel the feet, feel the hands wherever you choose to have them. Eyes closed or that soft gaze. Just feel your breath. Feel your presence, the feet on the mat, knees soft, crown reaching to the sky. One more gather of energy. So on an inhale, raise the hands up, elbows can be soft, palms active, energetic. Seal those palms together. One thought of gratitude, pull that thought of gratitude into your heart. Take a couple of breaths there. And then move into the rest of your day with joy and with peace. Namaste.